Hello, you are welcome back to my channel, and this is Tom's Kitchen. In today's recipe, we are making Kenkey or Kenkey. And not to waste your time, let's get into the recipe. To start the recipe, you need corn dough and corn husk. So I divided corn dough into two equal parts. With the corn husks, I ordered it on the internet. So you can also get yours and then give this recipe a try. To buy it, it has different types. There are some that they've cut the down flat, and there are others that look similar to this. So it depends on what you want to use it for and the kind of corn husks that you have to buy. Into a large bowl, I add cold water. Then I remove the corn husks, the quantity that I will be using, into the water. So what I will do is I'll rinse it 2 times. In the second wash, I will leave the corn husks in the water for it to continue to soak. And by doing that, it will make the leaves very soft. After that, I will set it aside and begin with the mixing of the dough. Add water into a clean pot. Add half of the corn dough to it and mix it. That's why I divide the corn dough into different plates so that you know how I mix it. So I only add the first part, that is 1 plate, into the water, and I will mix it. When mixing it, the dough has to be light, or the moisture has to be light. To get a soft kenkey, it depends on how you mix the dough. That is very important. So I add salt to it and I bring it to a heat. So I'll keep stirring it until it's solidified. Kenkey is one of the famous food for the GHANAIANS tribe. When I say GHANAIANS tribe, that is the Dingo, Bublan, Pamplan, Se, Osudoku, and many more. And the Krobos as well. Hello, enyi mi mekloli. Nye I channel on. To do this, the method is similar to preparing banku, but with this one there is no cassava dough. What I'm doing is turning it and dragging it to the pot, and by doing that it will break all lumps. Your dough is not supposed to be lumpy. That is very important. I prepared this for almost 35 minutes. What I'm preparing now, we mostly call it in my dialect flaku. Mixing the corn dough and water, salt, putting it on the fire and allowing it to cook. Flaku is ready. So what I will do is I'll transfer it into a different bowl. Then I'll scoop the rest into the bowl. I'll make sure that everything is empty, and I'll use the spatula to spread it a bit for it to cool down very fast. Before you start mixing it, it has to cool down, not completely, but a bit colder. You can transfer your hand into it. Because with this, we mostly mix it with the hand. So I put the half of the dough into it and I use the spatula to mix it. To those who like to use the spatula, just put in the spatula and drag it as if you are preparing banku. It's the same procedure, and that is how you can achieve the smoothness. But for me, I prefer using my hand, so I will quickly change from the spatula to my hand because using the hand, it helped me to locate the fresh condo and the already cooked condo, and by that, it makes very fast. So choose what you want, either the hand or the cooking spatula. After everything is well mixed, I'll use the help of the spatula to remove the excess from my fingers. Then I will dip my hand into the water and use my hand again to smooth the surface. Putting the hand into the water, it helps to prevent the sticking on the hand so the dough will not stick on the hand. What I'm doing now is to smoothen the surface. Commercial sellers mostly make it like this and they can leave it for a week or 4 days without molding it into the leaves and it will never go bad. So you can also do it, keep it in your refrigerator, and when you have time, then you mold it into the leaves. So I changed the water and I begin to mold it. To mold it into the leaves, you have first of all have to put one of the leaf into your palm. I am selecting a very nice leaf. That's what I'm doing now. Then I'll dip my hand into the water and I'll scoop the size that I want. After that, roll it in your palm. If it is too small, you can add more to it. With the help of the water, raise it again and mold it nicely. Then place it in the leaf or the corn husk. I will take a different leaf and attach it to the first leaf and make sure that it is well covered. Then turn it upside down. Hold the end of the leaf and begin to roll it in your palm. As you can see, I press the part that I'm holding to make sure that it shifts to the end of it. And I roll it in the palm. It has to be held very tight. And now what I'm doing is I'm looking for a space to push the excess leaf. When looking for a space, you have to look for it at where you bring the two leaves together. Then push it through. Press it deep and make sure it enters very well. Then scoop some of the dough and use it to cover it. After that, make sure that it is well covered again. Then press the end and mold it. What I'm doing now is to make sure that it fills into the leaf very well so that when cooking it, no water will have access to enter. I would like to know if you have already followed my page. If you haven't, then Kindly subscribe to my channel. You can also click on the notification bell or follow my page. The first one is ready. Look at how nice, round and very shaped it look. I then repeat the process until I finish molding everything. Kindly give me your name and the city you are watching the video from to give you a hug in my next video. After molding it, I got 7 pieces. In my cooking pot, I will add some of the corn husks in the pot base, and this will prevent it from getting burnt, or it will prevent the water also not entering the kenkey through the bottom. So to put it into the pot, place the flat part into the bottom and the pointed part has to be at the up, like how you are seeing it in the video. And that will also prevent it from water not to get into it. To pour water on it, you don't have to pour it anyhow. Pour it by the side of the pot and make sure that the water is enough to cook it completely. Then I'll use some of the corn husks to cover it again. You can use baking paper or a plastic to cover it. Then bring it to a cook. While the kenkey is cooking, I continue to ground my pepper. I then add habanero pepper, garlic, and some onion. Salt for taste, and I ground it till it is smooth. Now that the pepper is ready, let's check on the kenkey if it is cooked. To know that your kenkey has cooked completely, I will show you the trick. You can remove one and divide it. And by doing that, when it is not well cooked, meaning you've destroyed one of the kenkey. And because we don't want that, what we normally do is you can use your finger or a spatula to press it at the side. And when it bounces back, meaning that the kenkey has cooked totally. I then remove it from the fire and I drain out the water. This water, you can use it as immune booster. Just add a pinch of salt to it, allow it to cool down, then you can drink it. It is very good and healthy. And with the protein, I will use some shrimps. As you can see, this kenkey is a banker. I have a recipe of how to fry this protein, so you can check it on my page, and it is right there, how to make fried fish for kenkey and banku. It is on my page. Garnish with some onions and some shito. I hope you enjoy watching this video. Then give it a credit by clicking on the liking button. You can also share it, and by sharing it, it will save on your phone and you can give it a try whenever you want. There it is time to enjoy. Would you believe if I tell you that I am not living in Ghana? You will never believe, because I am eating homemade Ghanaian food today. Trust me, this tastes so good and the kenkey is very soft. And you can also serve it with soup and some roasted chicken with pepper or okra stew. Thank you for watching.